everybody. Darragh Riordan. Put your hands together.
It's actually pronounced Darragh Riordan, but I don't blame you. It's fucking Irish. I have Irish parents. Grew up with Irish parents. Anybody here grew up with Irish parents? Yeah? No. Well, like actually Irish immigrant parents. Yeah, all right. So the best thing about Irish immigrant parents is you get vague threats. So you don't know exactly what they're gonna do to you. You just know they're gonna do something. So like if you fucked up, they'd be like, "Wait till I get a hold of you. I fucking sort you out." What do you mean you're gonna sort me out? I'm not a jigsaw puzzle, you know. But I am an only child, which is a huge red flag in an Irish Catholic family. That means my mother and father looked at me and went, "We're not having another one of fucking those, Jesus Christ." I am what's known as Irish birth control. But yeah, my parents aren't the most patient people. I can't blame them though. But can you imagine if Santa Claus was like my parents, like Irish? Like, I'm making a list and I've checked it once. I'm not reading that shite again, Jesus Christ. Every fucking cunt's name's on that fucking thing. Like he's calling out the random, on Donner, on Blitzen, on Seamus, and Patrick, and what's that? Well, sure, no wonder he's got a fucking red nose. He's been drinking since 11 o'clock this morning. Put him in front of the sleigh, we'll deal with him later. Well, where was I? Oh, yeah, on Cork. But, yeah, no, so, I came up here and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, kind of wing it. But, my parents, they don't want me to be a stand-up comedian. Which I mean, like, I can't blame them. It's not like my career's on fire or anything, but they wanted me to try out for the firefighter's exam, which I disagreed with because, like, I have this really small, irrational fear of, like, dying in a fire, I'm not the guy you want fighting fires, 9 times out of 10, the fire's going to win that fight, Like, I'm probably just gonna make it worse. I'm gonna be standing there throwing matchsticks at it, like, Riordan, what are you doing? I thought you're supposed to fight fire with fire, right? That's a thing. I also don't want to be a police officer for different reasons. I don't want to wear that much shit on my belt. Yeah, I can barely keep my pants up as it is. Like, you should see my ass. It's like a fucking cutting board, you know what I mean? The delayed relapse tells me that's 100% true. Like, it's like people were like, ha ha ha. So my mind's kind of racing up here. There's some like, here's some like just stray observations. Have you ever noticed the last acceptable form of prejudice is who cooks what food? You know what I mean? Like, it's perfectly acceptable to say, I'm not gonna eat fucking pizza cooked by a Chinese guy. What are you, insane? Like, people have no problem with that. But like, and this is funny, the one race of people that can cook any food are Mexican people. Like, no one has a problem with that whatsoever. So like in my neighborhood, you have a Mexican guy cooking chicken parmesan in a fucking Irish bar. You explain that, like, my bartender will come out, here you go, buddy, there's a chicken parm, Jose made it especially for you. And no one would bat an eye at that. But my neighborhood's funny, it's like Disneyland for alcoholic people. I live in Woodlawn and McLean Avenue. Yeah, all right. So like 3 people are gonna get the next 2 jokes. But no, I'm serious, like 1 out of every 4 establishment is a bar. I'm not kidding. Like, it's instead of rides, you have bars. And you can still take a picture with Mickey, but it's Mickey Briotti, and he will beat the piss out of you unless you buy him a tall boy at the deli. Here's a random observation. You think if the Grinch stole Hanukkah, anybody would ask for it back? Yeah, I know, that's super fucked up. Here's another observation. If you're ever hooking up with a girl and doing Netflix and chill, make sure she doesn't put on like Nick at Night or something. Because it's really hard to take control in the bedroom when at the end of the day you know Charles is in charge. That's a true story, actually. Here's you guys like politics? I'm glad you guys did that, because anybody who gets excited about politics is like getting a hard-on from a root canal. I don't trust you anymore. Yeah, so like I don't really have like a political leaning. Like I try to stay informed, like when people have conversations, but they're like, oh my god, I can't believe the Republicans approved that. I'm like, yeah, the politics there. Like, that's insane, right? But so I paid attention to it a little bit. But you ever notice that anytime Bernie Sanders gives a speech, it's like he's reading the nutritional information off the back of food? The top 2% of the top 1% is 3% saturated fat. And that, folks, that is too high. We have to get that saturated fat down. Thank you. Here's another one. You ever notice that if you replace Sean Connery quotes with Donald Trump quotes, you wouldn't bat an eye? So like there's this scene in The Rock where Nicolas Cage goes, "I'm trying my best." And Sean Connery goes, "Your best? Losers whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen." I can totally see Trump saying that. Your best, folks, we don't want your best, okay? Losers tried their best, we want winners. Winners go home, winners fuck the prom queen. I don't have to tell you, believe me. And before I get off stage, I was drunk during Thanksgiving and I was doing impressions, like talking about the football games, and I accidentally stumbled upon this. You're never not going to be able to hear this from now on. You ever realize that Owen Wilson and Jack Nicholson have the same voice? Owen's up here, he's really positive. Wow, I'm so happy to be here. Grab me a brewski, Masabi, we'll go out on the town. Where's Jack? Jack is now here, and he's essentially having the worst time of his life. It's my job to take over the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st, and that boy isn't right, you know? All right, guys, my name's Darragh Riordan. You've been fantastic.
You can go for Darragh Riordan, everybody. Darragh Riordan. Holy shit, I thought I was Irish. That is really Irish. A lot of extra letters, and then it's just Riordan. Darragh Riordan, everybody.